Hi everyone, today's class, in class 7, we are going to go through the whole kinematic chain: wrist, elbow, shoulder and neck. There are antagonists in this chain, but because they are so much smaller, we don't have a lot to do with them, so we're putting them all together and making it one big movement today. So, all you need for your class today is your pillow, your band, your mat and a wall close by. Okay, so starting with our pre-assessment, you can come down onto your knees. You can either be in your all fours, this is option 1, and then just move forward and back and feel how the wrists move here. Make sure your elbow creases are facing forwards. Option 2, you can come into a downward facing dog. And now focusing on the upper body. So pushing, making sure your knees are nice and bent and pushing your chest close to your thighs to try and get your shoulders up to your ears. I always say this, get your shoulder to your ear, and it means that you have to really get this deltoid muscle to touch your ear, even block your ear. Really have to shrug your shoulder in this position. So I hope that explains it. Then, option 3, you can come down into dolphin pose, one arm at a time, and get your head through your elbows and try and get the back nice and straight here. Keep bent in the knees. The focus today is on the upper body. So, these are the 3 options. You can do all 3 of them, and they will go through your whole kinematic chain for today. But today we're going to start with the wrists. So sitting in a comfortable position, whether it be kneeling or sitting cross-legged, whatever is good for you today. You can have the pillow underneath your bum. And then I want you to take your hands out in front of you. Slowly drop the fingers to touch or try and touch the floor. And then raise them back up because we're activating through our wrist extensors here. So take it down and lift it up. This is going to help get range of motion into your wrists. Keep moving the fingertips up towards the sky, really activating around the elbow into the wrist extensors. Feel the muscle activate, keep the elbows straight, elbows facing, or elbow creases up to the sky. 3 more. It shouldn't be easy. 2, 1, and hold it here. Keep pulling your shoulders down towards your hips and your fingers up towards the sky. Spread the fingers out, even your thumb. Make sure it's not bent. Hold it here. Keep elbows straight, elbow creases facing up towards the sky. And then slowly drop it down, and last 5, it's going to burn now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly take it down. And now take the arms out to the side, fingertips towards the floor. You want to get a 90-degree angle at your wrists here. Keep trying to get the fingers closer towards you, just so that you get a bend in your wrist. And then lift the fingers up to the sky. Activate and pull them down towards the floor. You'll feel a deep sensation down the forearm, maybe even in the bicep. Up towards the sky and back down. Up towards the sky and back down. 2 more, up towards the sky. Really activate it. Last one. Bring it down. Fingertips trying to touch the floor, trying to come towards you more, bringing your shoulders down away from your ears in this position. Hold it here. Keep feeling the burn and activation on the opposite side. You feel the stretch here, but you want to activate on the opposite side. And then slowly relax it. Now take your hands into this position here. So you take it from where we were, you turn the fingers around and try get the fingertips down by the side of your face. Some people might have it that you can only be at your face, but that's okay, you can hold it here, but then I want you to try and move your fingertips away from your face. So in this position, we're activating through the opposite muscle, feeling the sensation into the fingers, into the baby finger. And activate the fingers. Make sure you spread the fingers out nice and wide. The thumb is straight, and it really becomes difficult when you activate through the fingers. And then take it back to the position we had before and bring it back. 1. Activate into the opposite side. 2. Don't just feel the stretch, activate the opposite side. 3, 4, and 5. We're holding it here. Try get the hand away from the face. One side is always going to be a little bit different to the other. Try rotate so that the fingertips come towards the floor and the forearms up towards the sky. Fingers back, trying to touch your shoulders if you can. Spread the fingers out nice and wide. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Shake it out a little bit. And now, get your pillow. And you're going to take the pillow overhead. Your wrists, you are extending your wrists, so pretend like you're in a handstand position, but the pillow is the floor. Now, in this position, a lot of people have their shoulders down away from their ears. I want you to push them up. Try and block your ears. That's how much you want to push up. And your fingertips are rotating back towards the wall behind you. And you want the pillow or the weight of the pillow to drop back on the fingertips to get a deeper sensation through the front of the forearm. Activate the forearm at the back and try and get your fingertips to drop behind you. So just moving the pillow further back and down behind you. 5 more. Shoulders up into the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and let the pillow drop back so that you're getting a deeper sensation through your wrist here. Keep pulling your ribs down towards your hips so you're not flaring out. And hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Now just shake out the wrists a little bit and you can come into your all fours just to get some mobility through the wrists now that we've activated them. And you should already feel a difference from your pre-assessment. Elbow creases are facing forwards and we're moving forward and back. 2 more. Last one, and we're going to rotate around, going towards the right and getting a nice deep circle through the whole wrist. 3, 4, lean your body forward, and 5. Now rotate to the left. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now take your fingertips back towards your knees and you're going to drop the bum down so that you can get a deep stretch through the forearm here. Push your fingers into the floor. Activate them. And then relax and drop the bum down even more. Push the fingertips into the floor and drop back. Even if you're here and you're just dropping back slowly, just take it at your own pace. Push the fingertips into the floor, the thumb as well, make it nice and straight. You've always got to keep checking your posture and what's happening in the joints. Make sure your elbow creases are facing forwards. A lot of the time, it's body awareness in stretching that we need. Last one, push the fingertips into the floor and release it. Take the hands off of the floor, give them a little shake. It's going to feel a little bit sore and weird, but they will open up nicely. So we've done our forearms, and now we're going to go into our triceps. So what I want you to do, firstly, sitting on your knees, if you want, a cushion underneath the bum, just to elevate the knees a bit, and you're going to take the arms up towards the sky. Keep pulling your ribs down towards your hips. I don't want to see a flare and an arch in the back. I want a straight spine here, tucking in your tailbone, and then your shoulders can get a better movement. In this position, your thumbs are facing back behind you, and then you're keeping your elbows very close to your ears. Your shoulders are up into the ears, and I want you to bend your elbows back behind you to touch your shoulder blades and lift back up. Bend and make sure they're in the same line. So if I show you from this angle, your elbows shouldn't be opening up to touch behind you. You have to keep them as close to your head as possible, and try keep your wrists away from your head as well. 3 more, just activating here. We really want to get a nice big bicep pump, so you want to activate the bicep there. 2 more, elbows close to your head and hands away from the body. Last one. And relax it here. Now you're going to come onto your pillow and bring your elbows here and drop your head down. And in this position, keep your hands away from each other like you have a block between your hand. And you're going to try and lift the hands off of the floor and get the thumbs to touch the shoulders and take it back down. It's really difficult if your triceps are tight. And again, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, last one, 5, and bring it down. It's a tough one, so even if you're just getting your hands off of the floor, that's okay. Now you're going to come to the wall, and I want you to hold onto the wall here and drop your head down. Then you want to try and get your fingers to touch your shoulders here. If it's difficult and you're just lifting off, that's okay. If you want to go back to the previous option on the pillow, you can do that. So get the hands or the thumbs to touch. And 3, 4, last one, 5. Take the hands back to the wall, drop the chest through. Just getting a deep stretch here. And then move away from the wall back to your pillow and see if you can do it a little bit better this time. So hands or elbows to the pillow, dropping the head through and keeping your hands away from each other, and see the difference after you've come away from the wall. So even if you were just activating just a little bit off of the wall, it's okay, because when you come back to the easier option, it becomes easier. 2 more. Last one. And come back up. You can move the pillow away and come into your dolphin pose. So just bending through the knees, trying to get the chest towards the thighs and the head between or through the elbows. Hold it here and see if you can activate into the hands to lift into a downward dog and drop the elbows down. 1, 2, activating into the triceps and biceps. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to drop it all the way down, head through again and hold it here. Keep pushing the hands down into the mat, deep. Push the shoulders up into the ears so that you're getting the shoulder to touch your earlobes. You're getting activation into your serratus, which is a good shoulder stabilizer. And then slowly come down. Now we're going to move again to the wall and go through our rotator cuff. So, just coming close to the wall. So, get your elbow up against the wall, 90-degree angle, and you're pushing the back of the hand into the wall here. Really push it deep, 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 deep into the wall. And then slowly relax that pressure against the wall and slide the hand up and try keep the wrist on the wall as far as you can, trying to get it down or slide it down. And then bring it back again. Push the back of the hand into the wall, push the elbow into the wall, and then slowly slide the hand up, bringing the shoulder up towards the ears, and then trying to keep the wrist on the wall. Slowly bring it down. 3 more. Push. Try get the hand back. And come back. Push the hand against the wall first, then release and take it back. 2 more. Push the hand against the wall. Release. Take it back. Last one. Push the hand against the wall. Release. Take it back, hold it here. Keep trying to get that wrist onto the wall. It's the most important part. It's going to really activate into our rotator cuff overhead, which is a really important muscle to have, or activation to have. And then slowly bring it down. Now switch sides. Elbow against the wall, pushing it nice and deep into the wall, back of the hand, wrist on the wall, and then release that activation. Take the elbow up and try and get the hand back, rotate it, keeping the wrist on the wall, and bring it back down. Push elbow into the wall. Make sure the elbow and the shoulder are in a straight line, and then release that activation and bring the elbow up to the sky, keeping the wrist on the wall, or trying to bring it back down. 3 more. Push the elbow into the wall and then bring it up, rotate the hand back and bring it down. 2 more. Push elbow into the wall, really activate it, it's so important, and then bring it all the way back overhead, elbow facing up towards the sky, wrist against the wall. Last one, activate and push all the way up, elbow to the sky, and release it here. Come away from the wall and bend the elbows in front of you. You can even have your band just to keep a distance between the hands and the fingers or the thumbs facing outwards. Now from here, you want to lift the elbows up into the sky, but keep your elbows the same distance apart and bring it back down. Lift it up, shoulders up into the ears, keep that distance the same. It's really difficult, and bring it back down. You can tell which side is weaker, and there's always going to be one side weaker, and in different positions. So one might be stronger lower down, but the other might be stronger overhead. So keep going. 3 more like this. Keeping the elbows the same distance and the hands same distance. Don't let the slack come into the band. 2 more. Reach. Last one. Reach it up and bring it back down. Coming back to your pillow and bring your right elbow to the left side of the pillow. Drop it down here and drop your head into your hand just to get a nice deep stretch here into the lats, the rotator cuff. Even drop your head, so use the weight of your head in your hand to get deeper here. And then slowly come out of it and move to the other side. So left elbow to the right side of the pillow, dropping your head into your hand and dropping the shoulder down towards the floor. Getting a deep stretch into the lats, into the rotator cuff. Pull the ribs down towards the hips. So you're activating your core to get a deeper stretch through the side body here. And then come back again, both elbows onto the pillow. Hands good distance apart, head through, and try and get the fingers to touch the shoulders. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back into your dolphin pose. Lift the bum up into the sky, chest through, and feel the stability that you've created here just by activating into the rotator cuff. You can bend through the knees, push the shoulders up towards the ears and the elbows into the mat, hands into the mat. Make sure the hands are a good distance apart. They're about your elbow width apart. Lots of instructions, but every little detail counts. Keep the thumb pushing down into the ground. Keep each knuckle, the back of the knuckle, just pushing down into the floor. And then slowly come all the way out of it. And just come into a light tricep stretch here. So getting your hand to the back and your elbow as close to your head as possible. Pull the ribs down towards the hips and lean your head into the elbow just to get a little bit more of a stretch here. Slowly come back out and take it to the other side. Just a nice passive stretch. I do include them every now and then in our active mobility, just to feel a little bit of a deeper stretch and relax it completely. Now we're going to go into the neck. So in a comfortable seated position, I want you to start activating through the neck, but you want to go over your fingers. So if you have your fingers in the middle of your neck, you want to try and get your head over so that you can get a deeper stretch. A lot of people just get a hinge point at the neck here. I don't want that. I want you to move your head over your hand, and then you'll feel a deeper stretch or sensation through the side of the neck here. And then come back up, take the finger to the other side, reach your head over the fingers to get a nice deep stretch on the other side. Remember, we're activating this side. You may feel a stretch here, but the main thing that we're doing is lifting the head over the fingers here to activate into that side. And that will automatically open this side. Go back to the other side. Lift the chin and go around over your fingers. Keep pulling shoulders down away from your shoulders, from your ears. So everyone asks me, but sometimes you tell me, so go to the other side. Sometimes you tell me, no, you must bring your shoulders up to your ears, then you must bring them down. When your hands are below your shoulders, your shoulders should be away from your ears. Other side. But when your hands are overhead, you need to have your shoulders up towards your ears. So it's a difference in movement pattern there. One more to each side, rotating the head around your fingers. Last one here. And come back to center. Keep pulling the shoulders down away from the ears and move the chin to the opposite side. So you're activating in this side, really trying to get the chin as close to your shoulder as possible, but keeping your shoulders pulled back behind you. And then come back to the center and move to the other side. Activate into the muscles here rather than trying to stretch here. When we activate here, it's going to automatically open up. So just a nice technique. You can use a lot of different stretching techniques, but this is really nice for the neck because a lot of people like to stretch the neck, but we need to be active and controlled. It's a very sensitive area. Back to the other side. Two more, and you'll see you go further each time. Even use your eyes, so look behind you to see as far as you can go as you do this, and then go to the other side. Last one. Look as far behind you as possible. Keep lifting through the neck. It's nice and straight and not hunched. No hinging. And then come back to center. Lie down on your back. Have the pillow underneath your head. And then you're going to tuck your chin into your chest and push the back of the neck into the pillow. So you're making a double chin here. A lot of people don't like this one, but it's really good for the back of the neck. It opens the back whilst activating into the front. And then lift the chin to the sky and bring it in. 3 more. Lift the chin to the sky and tuck the chin in. Feel the stretch at the back of the neck. Push the back of the head into the pillow. 2 more. Lift the chin and pull it in. Last one. Lift the chin and pull it back in. Hold it here. We're going to hold it for about 30 seconds. Just keep pushing the chin into the chest and feeling the deep sensation at the back of the neck. It's good to have the pillow behind you to get a deeper sensation. And then slowly relax, bring the chin up to the sky, and we're going to come into our post-assessment. So move the pillow away, come into your all fours, and see if your wrists are still able to move here. Option 1. Option 2, coming into your downward facing dog. Remember, bent legs and trying to get the shoulders up into the ears. Feel any difference here. And then dropping the elbows down to the floor, dolphin pose, and just make sure you're trying to get your head through the elbows. The hands are nice and firmly on the mat. And then slowly come down. Now you're ready to go and do whatever exercise you want to do, or if that's the exercise you want to do today, that's also great. Well done for joining me on this course. I'll put in another class next week, and I hope you have enjoyed it.